and in their chronic condition becomes an acute condition.
Once the patient is stabilized, it's time to transport her to the hospital.
Medic A11.
Proceed, Medic 11.
E11 en route, Methodist.
Okay, Medic 11.
You gotta call us sooner. You can't wait like this. Because then you just keep getting worse. The sooner you get to the hospital, the better off.
My mom has a chronic asthma, so it's like a day in, day out thing that I have to do with my mom. So I just called 911 and they came. They said we should have called earlier, but being as though she's so hard-headed, she decided to wait today.
It's best in the long haul for these people when they do feel like their problem is getting worse to call at the earliest possible moment. Okay, remember what I said. Next time, don't wait to call us.
In the future, calls to 911 may not be phone calls at all.
When a car is involved in an accident, computers in the car will determine the amount of kinetic energy absorbed by the car and decide that the car needs to call 911.
Philadelphia Fire Department Rescue Dispatcher 684. How can I help you?
I'm calling to report a fire on a car at Bryn Mawr Parkside.
Bryn Mawr Avenue and Parkside Avenue?
Yeah.
All right, we'll send an engine company out there.
All right.
In order to understand where 911 is going, we must understand where it's been. Since the telephone was invented, it has been used to report emergencies. In fact, the very first telephone call was also a call for help, when Alexander Graham Bell summoned his assistant. "Mr. Watson, come here. I want you." People have been calling for help ever since. Although silent films made harmless fun of emergency response, emergency communication systems have been in serious use in Philadelphia since the introduction of the first police telegraph system in 1856. By 1928, police cars were equipped with one-way radios.
From mobile units, alarms are sent out to officers equipped with receiving instruments. It's in trial stages now, but it works.
Dispatchers had to broadcast assignments 3 times, hoping that the correct police car received the message.
Attention all units, a 117. Here's a description of the suspects involved in the armed robbery of the Southwest Bank.
By the mid-1940s, two-way radio communication was established. And in 1968, the dream of a national 911 system was launched with the first call, a test, in Haleyville, Alabama.
Philadelphia Police Operator 185.
Much has changed since those first days, and with new technology comes new opportunities and challenges. Today, no challenge looms larger than that of the cellular phone. While police can trace landline phones, currently they cannot do that for cell phones.
As more and more citizens get cellular phones, people are constantly on the move. They're traveling in and out of areas that they wouldn't normally have reported incidents, or they see things that need attention.
All right, what's the location, sir?
Trying to locate that and get city services and police to those locations has become a major problem nationwide.
The federal government has mandated that by 2004, a system be in place that allows 911 centers to locate all cell phones. Another device under development for calls from automobiles wouldn't be activated by a person, but by the car itself.
We have something that's coming into vogue. It's called automatic crash notification. This is something that the federal government's working on with car manufacturers, that when a car is involved in an accident, computers in the car and the cell phone in the car will determine the amount of kinetic energy absorbed by the car and decide that the car needs to call 911.
Some startling advances in 911 technology are taking place far above the Earth. The Global Positioning System employs satellites to accurately pinpoint emergencies from outer space.
With global positioning and mapping and things like this, it'll be able to say, you know, John Doe's car has been involved in an accident at Broad and Spruce, and it's a major accident, and send the police and fire and EMS.
Philadelphia has already instituted its first mapping system.
We're now mapping 911 calls as they happen, real-time, live 911 calls. We actually see 911 calls being displayed on a map with a priority level. The next piece is going to be what they call automatic vehicle locator, or AVL. And basically what that is, it's actually putting a transmitter in a police car. Well, now we're going to give the dispatcher the capability to see all the police vehicles moving on a map in front of them. So they can tell a police car, you just passed the location where there's a robbery in progress.
But no matter what the future has in store, 911 is more than just technology.
The reason 911 works is not because of the technology that's been instituted and the supervisors that oversee it, such as myself, but because the people themselves. I mean, the center works well because of the people. The people make the system work.
In order to last on this job, you need to be thick-skinned. You can't let everything get to you. You need to have a sense of humor. You need to be understanding and also compassionate.
Every 911 call that's taken is put in a priority assignment. The police take every call seriously, whether it's an illegal parking or whether it's a report of a shooting somewhere. We respond to every call that comes in. There's thousands of police officers handling thousands of assignments every day, and each one is an assignment that starts out with just someone picking up the phone and dialing 911.